Good morning, everyone. It is 7:28 right now. Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here. And of course, we're enjoying the temperatures that we have right now. But as they say, all good things must come to an end.
Well, we live in Iowa. We know winter's coming. So how about we inform you on things you can be doing now to save yourself a headache later on? And that includes your furnace. So very excited to have Bobby Johnson joining us from Golden Rule this morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me in.
Why, when we're thinking beautiful temperatures outside, should we start thinking about our furnace today?
Yeah, wrong time to kind of think about that. It seems like the summer's hanging on here the last week or two in the 90s, and it seems weird to be talking about the furnace, but it's around the corner, whether we want to feel like that or think that or not. So now's the time to kind of start thinking about that and be prepared. That way, the point of our job and having these conversations is so we keep these things running as long as we can. Make sure they're working at peak performance and performing the best for you. Both on a monthly utility statement, but also so there's no issues. But also on the back end is to catch any issues when they're getting a little bit older, and hopefully before there is a problem. So it seems weird, 90 degrees outside, to talk about the furnace, but it's kind of start time to fire it up and make sure we're ready for the season.
But you have a program that Golden Rule has that nobody else has. It really is absolutely amazing, and you can really take advantage of it. And you can take advantage of this all the way around the year, all year long.
It's year-round, yeah. Oftentimes it sounds like a special or a promotion or a sale or something like that, and that's not really how we work at Golden Rule. We try to be upfront and transparent as possible and make things as easy as possible. To be honest, for an industry and things that aren't really, most people's cup of tea or real exciting to talk about. So we try to take the burden away from that with our Gold Club membership. It's only $100 a year, $99 plus tax, and you can get that at any time during the year for 12 months of service. And that's where we come in. Like I mentioned a second ago, the point of the Gold Club membership and really the routine maintenance is at the beginning of the life of your furnace and air conditioning system. Then we want to prolong the life of that. We want it to last as long as possible, work the best for you, peak efficiency, and get the most years out of it that we can. But on the back end, when it comes time to start thinking about, hey, I have an issue here, or maybe a minor fix, or maybe they're starting to get past the prime years, we'll say, or average life, then the point of having that Gold Club membership is to find any little issue that may present itself, because as we know, they don't break down when they're 75 and sunny outside. It's in the extremes when they're working the hardest, whether it be in the heat of the summer or the dead of the winter, then that's where those problems magnify. So we try to catch them beforehand, and that's the point of that Gold Club membership.
Right, and then you guys are really good about getting things fixed in case there is an issue, but when it's well below zero and your furnace isn't working, that's a major league headache.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, nobody wants to be cold, and nobody really wants to get into a situation where they're like that. You feel rushed and stressed, and oh my gosh, what do I do, and how fast can somebody get here? And especially in the winter times, what other problems is that going to present with pipes? And
so what does the Gold Club, what does that give you the ability to take advantage of?
So just the bullet points rundown real quick. So 2 system checks a year. We call them system checks. Sometimes people call them heat checks or air conditioning checks, but we check the entire system twice a year, clean, maintain. So that's on the HVAC side. We also do a plumbing inspection since we're a full service plumbing company.
Okay.
So on one visit out of the year, we'll do a plumbing inspection just to make sure we don't catch a leak or a drip or something you might have missed. Any other time during the year that you need us, then we come out for free. We take a look at anything for free, diagnose anything for free.
So no trip charges involved.
No trip charges, no diagnostic, and you get that priority service. So we always get to our Gold Club members first.
Okay.
Absolutely, and this isn't a special, like you only have 3 months to sign up. This is your standard, which is the best deal in town.
Yeah, it's not a September thing before fall or anything like that. This is what we do year round, but we talk about it in these times of year, like we said, because
Think about it now, not when it
Yeah.
is 20
Now,
below.
say you find out that maybe your furnace does need to be replaced, this is not a small investment. This is a pretty big
No.
investment, but you have a program that is giving people the ability to pay this off over time.
Yeah, we do. You know, that's not unique to us, and most industries are, you know, are going to offer some kind of financing and things that they can help you with. What is unique to us and has been new for this year, and this is we try to stay away from the sales or one-time things. You know, this is our industry. We know it's a lot of money, like you said, Lou, and it's not a fun place to spend it. Nobody really gets excited about replacing that furnace or air conditioner, so we try to make everything as easy as possible. And certain times of the year we have some even special financing. We always have some choices for you there to break it up and make it easier, but right now through next month, we can do 0% financing for 3 or even up to 5 years, depending on what we pick out. Now that's through the manufacturer, and so there's some stipulations there that aren't all up to us, some qualifying equipment, of course. But yeah, that's unheard of in our industry to get 3 to 5 years with free money to break it up.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Now, when somebody replaces their furnace, for example, in their home, do they typically replace the air conditioning unit at the same time, or can you do one at a time?
Absolutely, you can do one at a time. To answer the question, I would say probably 75% of the time they're done together.
Okay.
There's a few reasons for that. Of course, you're going to the cost of doing them individually versus together, you're going to save some money. Typically could be, you know, $1,200-1,500.
Oh, really?
So
that much?
A good chunk to do it together. You're going to max out some rebate money that's still available through Mid-America and the other utility companies, and you're just going to max out that efficiency. And typically, and just so you know, for your information, if you change out one without the other, typically within a year or two, you're doing the other one.
The other one's right behind it. Let's talk about, as we're starting to get to that time when we're going to be closing ourselves off from what's happening outside. We want to make sure the air quality inside the home is at its peak performance and exactly what you want it to be. How can you guys help out with that? What are some suggestions?
Yeah, you know, this is something that it seems like more of a popular conversation in spring, when the allergies are really flaring up and
keep the allergens out, filter
when
everything.
we're coming out of that cold time and the pollen counts and things like that are high, and so people think about it. It seems like a little bit more.
Right.
Really, it's a year-round thing. What most people don't realize is that we trap all of that stuff inside the house year-round. You know, the windows are open, we're coming in and out of the doors, in and out of the garages, and we're bringing that stuff in and out. So there's multiple different ways that we can help affect that, from specific allergies or dust dirt control inside the house, or even there's some amazing products out there now that actually, for instance, there's one called the iWave. It's what we call an air scrubber. This actually wires into the bottom of your furnace. Now this is going to get a little scientific over my head even, but it's what's called an ion generator. It wires into that furnace. So all the small particles that get past that filter that you need to be changing monthly if you're not, then it creates these ions that actually traps and absorbs smoke, odors, bacteria, mildew, viruses even. So we can actually clean the air inside your house
as it goes by.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like the old bug zapper or something. As those particles come through, then it's going to catch and absorb those. And so we can literally clean the air inside the house. And of course, you know, there's other things, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, and of course duct cleaning and UV protection.
But you take care of all that at Golden Rule.
But we can do all of that.
All right.
And not saying that everybody needs all of that, but we can certainly pinpoint to your specific
Best way to get a hold of you guys and get an appointment.
Best way to go is to go to the website, goldenrulephc.com. There's multiple ways there to contact us: phone, text, email, chat in. Pretty much any way you want to get a hold of us, you can find it there.
Perfect. But now's the time to be thinking about that furnace.
Now's the time to do it, yeah.
Yeah, give you guys a call. Make sure you're changing that filter. And don't forget to check out the Gold Club membership. Best deal in town. Bobby, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me this morning.